Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the GQ Jedi. If you're not already subscribed to me, blast that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any valuable Star Wars content. Now, I think it's safe to say that everyone loves the Empire Strikes Back movie. It's my favorite film. It's probably your favorite film too. The real question is, does everyone love the Empire Strikes Back toys? Specifically, the Kenner Cloud Car. Permission granted to land on platform 327. Han Solo was immediately greeted by the finest air security Cloud City could offer upon entering Bespin sky toward the middle act of The Empire Strikes Back. The Millennium Falcon was escorted to Cloud City by two cloud cars, one on each side of the smuggler's ship. The fancy bullet-looking orange pods fluttered through the air with grace and speed towards the famous gas mining colony. Cloud City was a magical place in The Empire Strikes Back film. It had a beautiful sky with opulent architecture. Everything seemed very grandiose and functional. And so the look of the Kenner 3 3/4 inch scale toy cloud car released in 1980 mirrored what we saw in the film. The twin pod cloud car, as it's called, came packaged in a box with the familiar Empire Strikes Back logo. On the box was a photo of the cloud car parked in what looks like snow, which is weird considering the vehicle never set its landing gears on Hoth's surface. But Kenner was taking creative liberties with marketing. I get it. However, since Kenner had made a cloud car pilot to go with the twin pod cloud car, they stuck a Bespin Luke and a Bespin security officer in the cockpits of both pods. Kids would have to wait another 2 years until Kenner released the pilot, so Luke would have to do. Surrounding the cloud car was Lando, Bespin Leia, C-3PO, and another security guard. It's an exciting photo for an otherwise slightly unexciting toy. To say that it's Kenner's fault is debatable. After all, it was Ralph McQuarrie's gorgeous drawings that helped George Lucas bring these cloud cars to life in his film. And all Kenner did was create a perfect plastic toy version of it. There are no real issues with the aesthetic or its design. I guess the problem with the cloud car lies in its playability. The toy itself is remarkably simple and functions much like the Luke Landspeeder or any mini-rig for that matter. Unlike most of the Kenner Star Wars vehicles and ships made, the twin-pod cloud car does not have any battery-operated electronics. It doesn't light up or make any noise. The toy consists of what is essentially a handlebar and a pod on either side for a single pilot to sit in. There truly is no need for more bells and whistles on this vehicle, as it would be taking even more creative liberties with this toy. But isn't that what toy companies do? Make toys fun? It's no one's fault for the simplicity of this toy, I guess, but for some reason the cloud car didn't get much love back in the day. And some folks still don't appreciate it to this day. The twin pod cloud car is molded in an orange durable plastic. It has two engine decals on it, one on the front and one on the back side here. The first playing feature, it only really has two playing features. The first one being the cockpit hatches, which allow for a figure to be placed inside. They do flip open very easily, the hatches themselves. The hatches do come off. Mine's a little janky, so it tends to fall off sometimes. And if there now it's off. And there's a little tab right there. You just got to make sure that never breaks off, and then it shouldn't pop off like this. But for whatever reason, mine still tends to do that. So just be careful. Over time, I guess they get weak and, I don't know, they tend to fall off. It's weird. So I don't exactly play with it rough or anything. Inside the cockpit is a decal that goes on the console. And then it's just basically, it's a single occupancy pod. Good for one action figure. Nice comfy gray seat. What more could you ask for? The other feature is the landing gear. The twin pod cloud car has two landing gears, one on the underside of each pod. They are fully retractable. So when you want to fly the car, you push them back inside very easily. And then, of course, when you need to land, you take them back out. Very simple landing gear function. Like I said, it's not too exciting, but it is a function nonetheless. I guess the true playability of this is the flying aspect of it, which you hold it like this in the middle and you just fly it around. That's how we did it in the 80s. Guys, I also must point out there are two pods. Two pilots are needed. Make sure you have two pilots. Your cloud car needs two pilots. There were no lights or sounds or guns or any action to speak of pertaining to the cloud car. You had to fly it yourself, and that's kind of where the buck stopped. Kids either liked this toy or they didn't. That's just the way it was. Despite the lack of playability, I still think it's a great toy. She displays beautifully, looks great in any collection, and if you don't have one in your Bespin setup, I'd have to say that your Bespin setup's not complete. Well, guys, that's my thoughts on the Twin Pod Cloud Car. What about you? Love it? Hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys like the video, give that like button a thumbs up because it does help out the channel. And if you've not done so, blast the subscribe button. Hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any valuable Star Wars content. And remember, collect or collect not, there is no try.